Hey Wastelanders, this is Gary, and I'm back. I always say that I'm back, like it's a big thing. It probably is. I've been taking a long time between the videos. So today, this video is about the banana. Not really. This banana will have to wait. I like the banana. Anyway, this video is about the Fjord, the steel wheel Fjord. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Fjord because I've dug some around the history of the name, the design, and it's a Scandinavian type design, like a Norwegian Finnish Puukko style knife. I don't know a lot about Puukko style knives, but this is a Puukko style knife. It's a straight spine design. So a lot of Puukko style knives, they usually have a straight back design spine. So before I get started on the review, please, the year is 2022. Makers and designers, stop making these top flippers. I detest front flippers. The banana has a front flipper, but if you're going to make a front flipper, at least have another opening method to it. I could spidey flick this one, and I prefer to spidey flick him. And if anybody is considering taking this fucking top flipper off, a top flipper removal, let me know if it's possible, because I hate this. Anyway, so I don't hate the knife. I think this knife looks great, but who in their right mind thought, make a top flipper and make this top flipper end like I don't know, like a 1/4 inch down the knife. If you have you usually have top flipper and you open it this way, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes this thumb stud hits my finger, and so I had to like get my finger out of the way, and I have to think about it. And I don't like thinking about opening knives. I don't think about thumb studs. I don't think about regular flippers. I don't think about spidey flicking a knife. Yet I have to think about opening a knife with a front flipper. And I'm like, I have to make sure and have my hand out of the way. And I just don't like that. And there's no optional method to open this knife. You can't open it like you can open it with two hands like that, but one-handed, you just are stuck with this front flipper, and you can't do this. I mean, I can't. Yeah, I can't. So let's get on with the review. So this knife sells for $72, and the name was so unusual, it made me curious. So I had to look it up. Again, I said this, the Fjord is a Scandinavian word. So this knife is, I don't know if this knife was designed, I think this knife was designed in-house, but it was made in Italy, and I thought steel wool was out of China, but I think they're out of China, and some of their knives are designed in Italy or made in Italy. I really don't know. But this was a Norwegian Finnish Puukko style design. So again, it's a straight back. I can open the top flippers, but I would prefer that they do away with top flippers. It's kind of a fad. So let's go over the specs of this knife. This knife is in D2, and it's a straight back blade that you can see. This features a black stonewash blade. It's a nice stonewash. I think it's I'm glad they stonewashed it instead of leaving it straight back or straight black. This is a flat grind. And this is a white G10 scale. It's not dirty yet, but it will probably be dirty if you handle a lot, or if you go in your jeans with it. As again, it's a front flip, a top front flipper, and it's a weird one because it has a thumb stud there in it. The thumb stud is rest in the maybe a quarter of a way into the handle. It's kind of odd. So it's a nested liner lock. I like that. I don't think there's a I don't know if there's a liner on this side of the blade, maybe a little bit up front, but I like this. They reduce the weight by and I have another steel wheel knife that I can show you that's very light, because they took the G10 on one side and they didn't do a liner, and on the other side they just used a bit of metal to nest the liner in there. So it was not a full size liner, so it was very lightweight. And this knife it's kind of lightweight. I think the blade is what makes it heavy, because if you feel the handle, it's not very heavy. The handle isn't. So it's cage ball bearings, and it's a tip right, left carry. So you can left carry or right carry. And I don't know if an optional name would been good for it. I would have called it like the Black Widow or something, because the hourglass shape in the pocket clip reminds me of a Black Widow rather than a Fjord. I would have called it the Black Widow. And it's lanyard friendly, but it's not the biggest lanyard hole. It's I think you could get 550 paracord through that, but it wouldn't go straight through. You would have to use some tool to push it through. And it has a nice back spacer. It feels very comfortable in hand. Let's do some knife comparisons. So I'm going to show you my only two steel wheel knives that I own. And I like these steel wheel knives. This is the steel wheel chatbot, and if you remember me talking about it, I just talked about not too long ago. This knife is super light because it has G10 on one side, and the liner, I don't know if I can show you the liner. The liner is not a full size liner. It's like it's probably 3/4 the size it needs to be. It's sort of in the handle and in the middle of the handle, so that makes it light, super light, and that's what I think they did to this knife, the Fjord. So you can see how the chatbot compares to the Fjord. It's about the same size. The handle is 4.5 inches, and the blade is 3.125 inches. Overall, it's 7.375 inches. So it's not a huge knife. It's on the edge of being a medium-sized knife, but it's small to medium. Let's give you the other another knife that I have. This is the Plague Doctor, and this being my steel wheel. So This is the only two knives that I have for steel will, and I like them both. Not just because they're flipper tabs. I just like how they look. I think steel will makes a great looking knife. They go out of their way to like do a different design. Even the chatbot has their different look to it. So let's get these knives out of the way. Anyway, let's give you some weights, or size and weights. This handle thickness is 0.53 or 13.8 or 6 millimeters. The blade thickness is 0.14 or 3.5 millimeters, and the edge thickness is 0.02 or 0.72 millimeters, and the weight of this knife is 3.8 ounces or 109 grams. I do all the measurements myself and all the weights myself. I don't use the specs that come from the manufacturer because I don't trust them. So you can take care that all these measurements and the sizes were done by me. In closing, well, this knife is not for me. Again, with the one and only method of opening it, I don't prefer that. I appreciate Steel Will giving a unique design based on a traditional Scandinavian design with some modern flair, is with the top and opener. I don't really think a traditional Scandinavian design would open a knife this way. But I think this is based on a fixed blade. I don't know what fixed blade, but in all my looks at the Puko design, I think Puko design is basically a straight back blade based on a fixed blade. The main thing for me is the front opener and no other method to open it. That's what deters my my interest in purchasing this knife. I like the looks of it. I like white G10, and I like this this blade style with the. I love this fuller, and you would think you could use the fuller to flip it, but you can't flick it because there's no access to it. There's access to it there, but you can't get your thumb in there. So the only method opening it was front flipping it, and I really don't like that. So I can't recommend this. I usually don't do reviews that of knives that I don't like, but I felt I should give this knife a review because I like how it looks. All right, guys, I'm gonna close up. I wanted to tell you, I probably told you like 6 days ago, but or 6 or 7 days ago, I mailed out every card that I got printed, and most of the people that are in the United States probably got them or will be getting them soon. I mailed, I think I mailed 17 international cards. 17. I hope you guys get them soon. I apologize that you'll get a Happy Holidays card while it's not Happy Holidays anymore. But the refrigerator magnet will be cool on your refrigerator or your knife storage safe. So, and I wanted to mention Suburban Tactical Nation became a Wastelander. So if you didn't catch my video, I'll put it at the end. of all the Wastelanders that are in our members. And I'm thinking about doing a member drawing. I'm just deciding what I want to give away. So in the next couple days, I'll probably announce a giveaway for members only, and I'm probably going to do a giveaway for the general Wastelanders too. I just have to decide what I want to give away. So nothing special. I think I've got 1,200 members now, but I think I'm due for a giveaway. And I can't think of anything else. So take care, Wastelanders.